everybody, I'm Laura Harris-Smith. Welcome to today's Daily Pin Code in my laundry room. I think I have done a pin code in every room in this house except the laundry room. And today, as I was mulling over the topic and praying about it, I thought there just is no more perfect place than right here. I actually had put out a plea on Facebook recently to the Pin Nation. What topics do you want to dive into? I have heard from a lot of people who wanted to talk about unforgiveness. Well, something happened to me today and I thought it was a perfect example that could go along with this topic. Today, I was eating spaghetti. And this shirt that I just absolutely love got a big old spaghetti stain on it. Actually, there's still a piece of oregano on there. And this is a special shirt to me because I got it on our 25th day we met anniversary. My husband and I celebrate the day we met every year. And so yeah, I'd gotten this shirt and it was really special to me, and so I got it dirty. And you know, I just started thinking about how so many people treat friendships like something happens in the friendship and they just go like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. Like, even if it's a special relationship, it's like they're just willing to trash it. And relationships take a lot of work, and they get a lot of stains. Okay, so let's get right to it. There are different stages to getting stains out of relationships. You can put a little bit of soap on it. You know how you do this, and you just kind of get it real potent on that spot, and you can see pretty quickly. Okay, so I'm going to have to find something. Picker, hang on just a second. Or let's try this. And that little stain remover. No. Aha! Look at that. Goof off. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's coming out more, but it's still kind of orangey. You know what? I'm going to get some of this stuff. It's called Shout It Out. Sometimes you just have to shout it out, right? There's nothing wrong with shouting if it's productive. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so I think it's finally at a place where we can work with it. Now, I'm going to put it in the washer. Okay, so what do the stages mean so far? Well, you know, we prayed about it. We tried to talk it out. We tried to blow off some hot air. And we even got to the point where we shouted it out. Okay, nothing worked, but you did all of those things. You even put some repellent on it, okay? And you're really mad because you thought you were going to head this off at the pass, and it happened anyway. Alright, so you did all of that, and you're like, I don't know what else to do. I am turning it over to the Lord. So you put it in the washer, and you give it to Him. Now, I'll set that in just a second. But a lot of people stop right there. They decide, I've done everything there is to do. I'm going to forgive them. Amen. And they stick it in there, and they consider that forgiveness. That they've just stuck it in there and, oh, it'll all come out in the wash. If you've worked really hard on all these other things, it will come out in the wash most likely. But how are you going to know unless you stick around to see if it came out or not? Okay, so we set this and we're going to wash it. Alright, so you got some situations need to be handled quickly, delicately, whatever. Super wash. We're going to do, this is a delicate situation, okay, in this relationship. We're going to handle it like that. Alright, so then we put a little bit more soap in and we set it. I'm going to go with delicates. And then a lot of times we just walk away. And what we tell everybody is, oh yeah, I forgave them, but I really don't ever want to see them again. Why would you go to all that trouble if you didn't want to make it work, make it last, work it out, come clean? You have to wait around. And I was preaching a few years ago and this statement just came out of my mouth. Forgiveness is not the absence of malice. It's the presence of praise. And so I think, mine kicks on about a minute later. So I think what happens is you've not really forgiven them until you're able to walk with them, bless them, speak well of them in front of them and to others. And we're going to get into, in the coming days, I want to keep discussing this, certain situations that it may be that it doesn't always work quite that easily in. We'll get into that. Okay, so let's let that wash. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so a lot of you didn't even hang around because you didn't think that the stain would ever come out of the relationship. So you've already split. But good for you if you stuck it out till this thing got through, okay? So open it up and looks pretty good. Looks pretty good at first glance, but the real test is going to be when it dries. And you know how you can't really see those little circles that are going to be around the edges until you dry it? So now it's time to let it dry. And this part just takes time. Let's see, do we want 12 months, 6 months, 3 months, or 3 minutes? I'll take 3 minutes. Yeah, right. Okay, so everyone is at a different stage, and depending on how bad the stain was, sometimes you have to rewash and re-talk and re-pray and re-fast and all of those things. But you know what? That shirt is worth something to me. And that relationship you're considering flushing down the toilet or throwing in the trash, it's worth something to you. It is a tool. The offense, the injustice that's been committed against you is a tool in God's hands to grow you. All right? Let's give it 3 minutes or months, and we'll come back and see what happens. And then it happens. You're done. You're done, and you're able to say, I did it. I worked it out. I worked it out, and it came clean. You know, every stain on a shirt takes a lot longer to get out than it did to get on. But like any relationship, it's worth working on so that you can wear it again. You know, once upon a time, this shirt had a stain, but now it has a story. I'm Laura Harris Smith. I hope that you'll remember 1 Corinthians 14, 31, and 39. For you can all prophesy in turn, so that all may be instructed and encouraged. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, be eager to prophesy.